Hello, welcome to day 80 of Grow Wash Your Hands. I'm just leaving lunch hour. I went home and had lunch with the boys and now I'm heading back to the office. Today is a fun day. There's so many great fundraisers in our community. And I love every time I get to go to any of them because there's just such great work happening here with regard to so many needs and services to help others. The one tonight is always a top favorite of mine and Joe's, and then, going with friends. And it's kind of become an annual tradition for the people that come with us, and we sit at the table, and it is a guaranteed good time. And so this year it's going to be virtual, and we're going all in with it though. So there's a signature cocktail, and while I don't know that I would typically drink this cocktail, it looks delicious and requires things like triple sec and tequila, and I'm in, totally in, but I gotta go get all those ingredients because they're not things that we typically have on hand. But we're going all in because we're gonna have this signature cocktail, we're gonna get dressed up, and we're going to do this thing virtually, and we're gonna show up for people, especially now when things are so uncertain and definitely doesn't look the way that it did previously. And above all, I've said this 1,000 times, but it just keeps coming up, which reminds me that that's the energy and the flow of what is happening, but that community and connection is vital right now. And so the good news is it's a 5 to 6 o'clock. I think there's a 4:30 kind of pre-registration check-in thing. There's an online auction, and then there's a program and other content from 5 to 6 o'clock. And really, you got to think virtually. That's probably a good amount of time to capture everyone's attention, keep them engaged, and then feeling like they were really a part of something very special. And so hats off, to the fact that it's not the way that we would have traditionally liked to have celebrated the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society this year, but it sure is better than not celebrating them at all. And by celebrating, I mean celebrating the incredible work and progress and results that have come from the rewards that have been reaped because these people come together. And this is such a huge fundraiser that it is a large part of celebration for what we're doing, and that we absolutely can still support this thing, and maybe even in a better way than we could have before. So for instance, that's really not a good example because there were thousands of people that would go to this gala in person. But let's just say that you are an organization that wants to do something like that and stay engaged and connected with your, whether they're your readers or your clients or your guests or just your audience in general, where you might have had a live event that you could have only welcomed, say, 100 to 150 people. Well, now you can take it virtually, and you virtually can get, oh my gosh, the sky's the limit. And so if we can just rise above the want of the way that things ever were before. I mean, even before this happened, this was one of my things that bugged me. Just terrible. Well, the worst is when people are like, well, it is what it is. Please don't say that around me. And then number two, see, I hate that phrase so much that now I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh my God, that's funny. I mean, I just blacked out. Darn it. Something about how everything's when people are like, well, that's just the way we've always done it. Or we tried it before 10 years ago and it didn't work out. Excellent. See, I don't see any reason why the world would ever evolve or grow or strengthen or up-level if we all just sat around and talked about how that's never worked in the past, or how that's just the way it's always been done. So anyway, hats off. I hope that they raise a ridiculous amount of money tonight under these circumstances, and it's really cool to see everybody still show up. We're just going to be on a computer screen. So love, juju, best wishes that it's going to be awesome, and it feels really awesome to show up for people that are going to have to try it a new way. And so I hope that at the end of this, regardless of what the turnout is, they'll know who showed up for them in times that were really challenging. And I think that they'll be pleasantly surprised with how much love and support they'll be surrounded with this way. All right, friends, have a beautiful day. See you tomorrow.